Yo, what's good guys, it's Jiedel, and I'm here with Jesser and TJass. For those of you who don't know Tristan, check out this clip. Oh. Tristan, would you call yourself a hardcore NBA fan? What would you call yourself?
If I had to go between easy, medium, and hard, like hardcore, probably like medium.
What about you, Jesse? What would you say?
Oh, I'm one of the most casual fans you'll meet. To be honest.
I would say on the easy, medium, hard scale, I'm like a medium to hard.
You're a hard bro.
What do you guys think are the two biggest problems with the NBA right now?
The Warriors. The Warriors. No,
everyone's shooting threes a lot.
I think there's too much shooting.
Evolved into a game of shooting, I feel like.
the refs.
Ooh.
The refs.
That's a good
I
one.
hate the refs.
That's
Because I don't think they're gonna get much better. So
today, we're back at the desk of controversy. Last time I did a video on this desk, very controversial video with Cash, so I brought along Jesse and Tristan for what might also be a controversial video, might not. So in my opinion, the two biggest issues with the NBA right now are teams that are tanking, because every season we have like 8 teams tanking. It's not fun to be a fan of a team that's losing games on purpose.
You mean tanking, like making a crazy good team?
No, like losing games on purpose.
Oh, losing games on
to
purpose.
get better draft picks.
Oh.
Yeah. The Suns. That team is not trying to win basketball games.
Yeah.
They're actively trying to lose games.
What happened to Tyler Ulis? I was confused, like what happened with him?
Alright, well, so the Suns, for example, Eric Bledsoe, 2 seasons ago, he was healthy, and they just weren't playing him because he would have helped them win games. So when teams tank, the players themselves, of course, are still trying to win because NBA players are competitive.
Yeah.
But front offices tend to, tank because the best way to build a team is to draft a team. And the other biggest problem with the NBA, in my opinion, is, like Jesse said, the Warriors, super teams. So there is a way to fix both of these problems in one. Are you guys ready?
I'm ready.
I didn't come up with this idea, but I've expanded upon it. It's called the Entertaining as Hell Tournament. Instead of having a draft lottery, we have a draft tournament. So every team that doesn't make the playoffs goes into a single elimination March Madness style tournament for the number 1 pick. 14 teams in this. The best 2 teams get a bye in the first round. So they'd be seeded 1 to 14. The first round, the best 2 teams get a bye. So the first 2 teams out of the
It's
playoffs.
one-sided bracket.
Yeah.
So is there a losers bracket as well, or how does it work?
Well, so basically, whatever team wins gets the number 1 pick. Whatever team loses the championship game gets the number 2 pick. The losers of the semifinal games play each other for picks, 3 and 4, so on and so forth. And the reason why this tournament is such a good idea is because if teams aren't tanking, they're gonna try to be as good as they can at all costs because they wanna be able to win this tournament or make the playoffs, right? So what this means is players like Andre Iguodala, who's a great bench player. It's probably a little unfair. He's on the Warriors. Some team like, I don't know, the Magic might offer him a huge contract.
Just so they can win that tournament?
Just so they can either be in the playoffs or they'll be competitive in this tournament and get a better draft pick. You punish teams for putting out terrible lineups that your fans don't want to watch and that ruin the game for everybody.
I mean, as a fan, I would love that, bro. I would honestly low-key be more entertaining than the playoffs.
Yeah,
Single elimination? That's must-watch television.
March Madness style.
They would definitely be competing.
Yeah.
Definitely.
I feel like another reason it's such a good idea is because young players on bad teams like Devin Booker get playoff atmosphere experience.
Oh, you're right. I've never even heard of anything like that. That's crazy.
I feel like we've blown your mind with this idea. So another reason this is such a good idea is actually because you'd have more games, you'd have these games, it adds more money to the NBA, which increases the salary cap, which means players get paid more. And in the playoffs, you get a playoff game check. So let's say you get $20 million for an NBA season and you make the playoffs, you actually do get extra money for every playoff game you play. So someone brought up to me, why would a player want to play, if you were, I don't know, let's say you're a small forward this year and you're playing on a team and your team will get Zion Williamson if he's drafted. You're still gonna play your hardest because if you don't play your hardest, like GMs will see that, they won't sign you a big contract. Plus, if you win the game, you do get more money. So there's a financial incentive.
Now, what if you're the best small forward and it's like Zion? Like, you don't want to get replaced though. Only thing, I feel like some players wouldn't like. I don't know how the players would feel about it. That's the only thing. Like from their perspective.
Yeah.
So maybe some players don't want more games. Maybe they want to go on vacation.
They want to chill.
Yeah, maybe they're like, hell yeah, I didn't make playoffs. I'm going to the Bahamas.
If you were an NBA, well, I guess it's hard because none of us are NBA players. We don't know the grind of being an NBA player. But do you think that would be an issue or no?
I really don't know because I know that the grind of an NBA player is insane. Like, you got workouts. You're obviously on the road. You know, you have probably fly in to where you're going, check in your hotel, go to shoot around, you know what I'm saying, games, but I don't know how an NBA player would feel about it.
Yeah, what if they made the whole season 10 games shorter too or something?
The whole season 10 games shorter,
like
and they added this tournament.
or
Yeah,
if
6
they-
games shorter,
What
they
if
added
they
this
made
tournament.
it? What if they made it longer?
The season longer?
Yeah.
Like the amount of games or the length of time?
Well, not you were talking about minusing 10 games.
Yeah.
Off of it. What if they didn't and they just put it in?
So it's 82 games plus
so
this tournament.
they'd
That could be lit,
be
too.
making more money, correct?
Yeah. Well, maybe the only way they could do it, because would have to be like get rid of 6 games, so that way they're still playing like 82 games as a whole,
Yeah.
and then that way. But it's just better basketball because it's intense. The games matter. I feel like a lot of times these games in April between, like, let's say last year, right?
Bro, and those tickets, bro, that's like a game 7 ticket price every time.
I know. It would make so much money for the NBA, and it'd be the most fun thing to watch for a week. Plus, you'd give the playoff teams like a week off.
Fact.
That would be good for the playoff team.
Plus, you said the players would probably be getting paid more, right?
Mm-hmm.
So maybe they would like that. If they play basketball for a living already, just add another little bit.
Yeah,
and
6 games.
They're making more money. And
Yeah, like, you're the Suns. Devin Booker says he wants to build a super team in Phoenix. How are you gonna
Go
do
out and
that?
get it.
Winning the tournament.
Yeah.
Or you could get it from losing every game and just being boring.
Yeah, exactly. Like, no one likes to watch bad basketball. There's nothing less fun in the NBA than, like, a matchup between 2 tanking teams, and the fans of both teams, like, if you're watching the game, like, you want to win, but you really want your team to lose, like, that's the worst thing in pro sports is tanking teams. And if you could just sign Iguodala and Livingston to huge contracts, you take away the Warriors bench, they're still a super team, but they're not as dominant. So it made the league a lot more even, which, you know, more competitive league seems like a better thing to me. So I'm going to pose a question to you guys. Do you guys have any weird rule changes? It could be completely off the wall. You think could make the NBA better?
weird rule changes. What if they added a 4-point line?
How far back would it be?
The logo.
It would have to be like
The logo.
So everything
Or
past
half
half court?
Maybe a half court 5-point shot.
Yeah. What if it was like baseball and every stadium was unique? So it only counts if you're standing on the logo, and different teams have different shaped logos and stuff.
that'd be crazy. And different
You're not about
different,
that.
different sponsor logos too.
Damn.
Or they could do like the Big 3 League or whatever, the circles.
The circle?
There's 3 refs in an official NBA game, right?
Yeah.
Well, we don't need more.
Make all too many.
I found out when I was in college that they're actually really trying to improve refereeing in the NBA. You can actually take like refereeing classes from the NBA at a very early age now, and they basically develop you as a ref over the years. I only know that because it was brought up to me once when I was a freshman. I was like, oh, maybe I could be an NBA ref. And then I decided I don't want to be a referee. That would be kind of...
The players would hate you.
Yeah, I don't want to get yelled at by anybody.
If you were a ref, low-key, just like suck off LeBron a little bit. And then, like, maybe you guys could be boys one day. Like, I'm down for that.
No, actually, you wanna know something crazy? Back when I was in AAU, they were testing these goggles that refs would wear. It was so weird. This tournament I was at, the refs would put on goggles and there was cameras on them.
So they could quickly watch replays?
Well, I don't know if it was for replays. I think it was more for to train refs to they can watch and like learn from their mistakes and stuff. What if they did goggles with cameras that can like really like replay?
Like the Google glasses or something?
Yeah, something
That'd be
crazy.
crazy.
Something crazy, like, cause you gotta think, bro.
Robot ref.
Robot
refs.
refs. Oh, dude, maybe
You think that'd be
20
too easy to trick? Like, what if someone figured out how to like do some finesse on the robots and they just kept like Harden? Harden would study the robots to finesse them, I bet.
Dude,
Facts.
All right, we're gonna wrap the video up, but real quick, because people always want to know like our predictions and stuff. So obviously, you know, guys, it's early, and our predictions doesn't mean we think for a fact this is what's gonna happen or what we want to happen. Just after the first 30 games or so, I'm just gonna ask you guys, who's your MVP so far?
I want to see Giannis take.
LeBron James.
I'm gonna go LeBron 1, Giannis 2. All right, who do you guys think Rookie of the Year is?
Luka Doncic.
I'm also gonna go Luka.
Yeah, me too.
Who do you think the Eastern Conference champion will be?
The Raptors.
Raptors.
I was gonna pick Raptors, but just because you guys both went Raptors, I'm gonna go Celtics. And who do you guys think the Western Conference champion will be?
The Lakers.
I'm just gonna go with OKC.
OKC.
Just cause.
So we got OKC, we got Lakers. I guess I'll be boring and I'll pick the Warriors. All right, so who do you guys think the NBA champion will be this year?
The Lakers.
you know what I'm saying? I'm homies with Drake, so.
You're going with the 6.
I'm going with the 6, you know what I'm saying? Just with my boy, you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
One bonus question, actually.
Okay.
So the other day, you shook Kevin Durant's hand.
Yes.
What uniform will Kevin Durant be wearing next season? Oh, you want to answer the bonus question?
What is it?
What team will Kevin Durant play for next year?
The Knicks.
Not the Lakers. For everybody that thinks the Lakers, I don't think. Hey, what's up, buddy? I'm just gonna go with a wild guess and go the Houston Rockets.
Houston Rockets.
Houston Rockets. You want to know why? I just went to a Travis Scott concert, and Kevin Durant pulls up to the concert with Travis Scott, and Travis Scott is from Houston. So my prediction is their homies. Travis like, yo, go to Houston.
Come to Houston.
You know what I'm saying? He goes to Houston. Boom. Is that even possible for him to go to Houston?
The NBA finds a way.
Who knows? I'm just thinking outside the box. We different over here, so.
I personally think Durant. I don't see him on the Warriors. I want him on the Knicks, so I'm gonna say New York Knicks too. That was the video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. I don't know if it was short. I feel like it might have been a little short, a little weird. I usually don't do videos like this, but I feel like you guys kind of wanted a video like this, so let me know what you think of it. Make sure to check out Jesse's channel and TJass's channel, link below in the description, and peace.
Also, I got one thing.
Ooh.
Thank you for having me on the channel, brother.
I got you.
It's a pleasure.
Pleasure to have you.
We're out.
You're welcome for having me.